Hey guys, this is Tosif here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're gonna talk about B2 bombers, and this is my first ever video to YouTube. So stay tuned, and this is gonna be very interesting for you to listen to some of the facts. So the B2 bomber happened to be so formidable for U.S. military that it ended up as a go-to aircraft for them, which it was also known as stealth bomber, and the technology was based on stealth technology at the time of Cold War with Soviet Union, with its unique design and extraordinary efficiency of staying undetected above enemy skies while delivering heavy ammunition, made this B-2 bomber, most feared aircraft on planet and in the world. And when you talk about the intentions which led to its creation 31 years ago, it's still relevant, in today's day and age of advanced technology. That you can anticipate its importance to U.S. Military. That after so many years, they are still not retiring this aircraft which they built for spying on Soviet Union in 70s era. During the height of Cold War, U.S. government was really thinking of building something so extraordinary that eventually it could, give them some sort of a lead over Soviet Union in the during the times of Cold War. So building of this, developing this stealth technology was not really an easy task for them, and eventually, for starters, it cost them a humongous amount of money to build. And when the time come, only two companies came forward to the deal. One was Lockheed and the other one was Northrop Grumman. And Northrop Grumman was the one which came out with the design for the very first time. And they also had a reputation of working on alien technology in at Area 51. So in 1981, it was said to be that Northrop Grumman came out with a design for B-2 bomber, and it was not. This design was not actually finalized at that time, but eventually, it ended up being a building block for the final aircraft, which was made eventually in the longer run. So when we talk about the money, it is said to be that a lot of money was spent on its creation, and supposedly $2.4 billion of today was poured into this project. So when you talk about this project being classified, it was not entirely the case. I mean, it was not thoroughly secret, as people in close circles knew about what is going on at that time, and people who worked on the development facility used to undergo extensive background checks before they could enter, or before they were given the permission to be a part of this project at Pico Rivera in California. In 1988 was the time when this stealth bomber made its first public appearance for the very first time. In about a decade or so, from the time of its inception, nearly $48 billion of today money was estimated to be spent on it. While the Cold War, was on its peak, U.S. government initially had a plan to, get these aircrafts in hundreds. But once Soviet Union collapsed, and it was done and dusted, the need of these stealth bombers were quickly questioned, and later it came down from more than hundreds to only 20s. So when you talk about the material which was used in its production, it was supposedly carbon graphite, which happened to be a kind of very strong and light, both at the same time. And it was also good enough at shying away from the radar as well. Being stealthy enough is not its only attribute. This gigantic aircraft holds the capacity of storing heavy payload in terms of ammunition as well. Military technology is advancing by every passing day, but during the time of 70s, it was still a very futuristic aircraft at that time. So when you talk about B-2 bombers operational duties, B-2 bomber has been flown on numerous missions ranging from 1999 in Kosovo War, then in Yugoslavia, and even in Afghanistan as well, where B-2 bomber carried out its one of the longest flight in record. And aside from that, B-2 bomber also took part in so many different missions, which were carried out by U.S. military to fight against ISIS, where it ended up killing so many militants in those airstrikes. So, in these long 31 years journey of B-2 bomber, where it was operational for all those years, fortunately, never this aircraft became a hit of enemy target, and it was only, however, one time when B-2 bomber was crashed while taking off due to a technical error. In hindsight, when you think that if a particular aircraft is in service for a very long time, you think that now the time has come to eventually retire it. But if you talk about the intentions of US military, they still have they still has no plans to just say goodbye to this particular plane anytime soon, and they might carry it along with themselves for another you can say a few years, until the new version of this aircraft come to surface. There is very little everybody knows about the new version of this B-2 bomber, as US military was in process of building a new version of this stealth technology, which could eventually turn out to be far better than the B-2 bomber. So all the speculations which are made by different people will only be cleared when this new version of this stealth aircraft debut to the world stage. So this was all about B-2 bomber from my side, and before ending this video and saying goodbye to each one of you who are watching this video, I just want to give a small disclaimer that this was just an informational video, and some of the information might not be true, so please don't hold that against me. And if you like the video, please do hit the like button, and do subscribe to my channel, and so I can come up with the new stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and see you for the next time.